feed them with same thing the Romans used to wipe clean their asses with.
That's been littling him,
So he was
degrading
born
him.
from riches. And that's how he ended up.
Rags, literally.
That's why it says in Revelation 1:7.
Oh.
He's gonna do.
That must be mad.
Exactly. So
Hey man, your spirit, man. Give me a hard shot. Clap.
Yeah, man,
You have
yeah.
to fucking do that.
No way. All praise to Yahweh,
Hashem Yahshua, Hashem HaKadosh.
Yes, so yes. But we're going to read the scripture first. 12.
Surah 9 verse 12 says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember.
So like your Ecclesiastes. Not Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. That's what I'm asking. No, Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 12 says, for man also knoweth not his time.
I like how you slow me down. I'm going to tell you to slow it down.
For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net.
Yeah, so the thing of it is, this is another topic that I want to get into because there's a lot more articles coming out frequently about the COV,
The new
situation. It's like the BA
variant. Yeah.
What is it? I think it's 28.2 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you have another one that they have also detected as well. We're gonna get into all of that. But the thing of it is, an evil time is coming, and a lot of people are gonna be ensnared. Even though people know, like maybe about I would say 30% in the back of their mind that something is about to give, but that basically proves that they're not really assured of what's to come. So it's gonna come suddenly upon them, the evil time. All right. So I want you to read that again.
Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 12 again says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time,
Right.
when it falleth suddenly upon them.
Right, when it falleth suddenly upon them, meaning it's gonna fall on them on the winds, quick, fast, without them even being aware of it. Because they haven't really paid attention to what we were saying. I'm talking about our people to be exact now, because this truth is for our people alone. You know, so when it comes upon them, then there's no going back. They're just gonna be wallowing in the mire in that time. All right, and this is gonna be the time when, hopefully, Lord willing, they bring them lockdowns. All right, because he was already under the trial run version of it, the test. And like I mentioned a couple of weeks back, a lot of people went ahead and did what they did, man, and they lined up to take the VC and got fucked up, and some of them are dying now. Going.
And the funniest thing about this new variant that I was reading in the news is that they're saying all the booster joints you took before aren't going to work anymore.
Yeah, they said it's waning.
Yeah.
They said that the immunity is waning apart. So what is the point of
They are screwing the people over.
They said it would last forever.
They're getting bent
Never
over
trust
where-
thine enemy.
They're getting fucking.
They said that if you get 1, 2, and 3, you're
It'll
good.
cover you. You covered, bro.
Now-
All you people out there that took all 3 of them joints, you looking
R.I.P.
all stupid as hell now, man. Right? You see how the devil, you see how this serpent is slick with his shit? You done deceived all of you guys, man.
Waste of money.
You wasted your right, you a waste, man. You don't wasted your down soul.
Yeah, man.
Right? He took all 3 of them. Listen, when I'm out there teaching in Clapham Junction, people come to me and say, I ask them, do you take the injection? I took all 3. I took 2 of them. I was looking at you like, yeah. You know?
So they basically become write-offs. You know?
But then this guy saying we ain't took one of them. And we're A-OK.
A-OK, man.
A-OK, man. Right as rain. Right?
Yeah, hey, brother, I feel like I could take on the word.
Exactly.
Even during the situation, you gotta
I've got a quick, just a quick one. On these people that took the booster joint, right? It's not like they didn't know, because we warned them, they didn't listen. This is Sirach 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So, look, man, you wanted to trust the enemy. That's your lot, man.
Yeah,
And that's
knock
your
yourself
ass.
out. Knock yourself out. And what it is, and I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, let's face it, like, people have invested a lot into this world, emotionally, financially, and they got them good jobs too. So if you're told that you gotta take this VC joint to keep all of them good, those goodly things, those benefits and all of that, you're gonna go ahead and take it, because you don't really have a genuine reason to back down against your government anyway. Go on, Alex.
In the NHS, yeah, I was in that place at the time. They said that it's policy. You've got to give people a month, 3 weeks a month notice if you're gonna fire them. They said it doesn't matter if you've been here for over 20 years. If you do not take the thing, you've got 1 week, and we're terminating your contract. So a lot of people got pressured into just taking it, and then fast forward about 9 months later, my mother, she didn't take it, but she's witness to it, because she's in that world as well, work. And they said, we apologize to everyone we forced to take it. It turns out it wasn't so necessary afterwards. In the NHS.
Yep.
And you know what too? The reason why the doctors told them, that, because I read some articles, man. Especially this was going on in America. A lot of the nurses were what's the word? You know when you tell someone to do something right and you pay them, right? What's it called?
Furloughed.
Huh?
Furloughed.
No.
Incentivize.
No. It's another word. I'm referring to. But no, what it is the people were
Pay
told.
someone to do it. You pay them more.
Right?
Right, that's it.
Bribe, that's it.
Right. The water. Yeah, so a lot of the nurses, especially the top ones, they were bribed to having people to go on the injection. So they did it for the money. And really everybody did it for the money. The patients did it for the money to keep their jobs, and as well as the doctors did it for the money. The nurses did it for the money. So that's what people are motivated by. People are motivated by the money. But that goes into the scripture in the New Testament where it says that the love of money is the root of all evil. And that's what this world kind of persuades you to be in love with the money, to chase the check. But the reason why you're chasing the check, because the check is dwindling and it's what is it? It's power. That's why you're chasing more of the check. All right? Go on, bro.
You had a good point there, because even the smallest level of the pharmaceuticals that they can employ, they bribe with those as well. So
Yeah.
you're watching the doctors, they're trying to give you these new medicine. They know that they give you a healthier or more herbalized option. They're bribed, so to speak, to keep those options.
They bribe people with pussy. Was it in Amsterdam? You can get free brothel visits if you take the thing.
I remember that news that came out. Yeah.
Got precept, yeah?
Ice cream,
Ice cream, donuts.
Donuts,
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
Sold yourself for a donut.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. So if people can stoop so low with allowing themselves to give their souls up just for those things, then you already know what it's going to be when they bring the mandation of their plan. Come on, man. You're going to go ham. Read what you got.
Yeah, this is over the page from Sirach 12, over the page in 13 says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
Right.
But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
Yes.
That
You see? If you will be, read it again.
was Sirach 13 and 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
You see, he will use you for his profit. You niggas, man, in the entertainment industry, you're being used, man. This devil will use you if he thinks you're for his profit. If you got a talent, he will use. Remember, his root motive is to seduce the people, man.
Yeah.
To manipulate, to use the people. And you're for his profit, right? Come on, read it.
He will use thee, but if have nothing, he will forsake thee.
They don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. You're no use. You're no use. No
Exactly.
use.
If you ain't got 9, he will cost you to the damn side, man.
That's what he was made to believe. He was made to believe they give a fuck about you.
Yeah. Man don't care about you. Got no love in him. Talk about love. You don't love in him. Come on.
5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah.
If you got something, he gonna live with you. He gonna come to Jake in Africa, use you for your resources. He gonna say, I ain't leaving.
Yeah, man.
I want your resources,
And
man.
I love you.
But yeah. Talking about burning down my embassies. I'm gonna stay there. Cause you got the oil, man, you got the gold, right? You uranium, thank you.
Don't forget that.
And the
Right, what he
cobalt
said?
too, you got the cobalt, man.
Cobalt,
Tungsten.
you got all the tungsten, all that, man. The good stuff, the women, the pussy. Right, I can read it again.
5 again. If thou have anything, he will live with thee.
If you got something, he gonna live with you. That's what I said. He don't stay at home. He says he's in your home.
He gonna rap with you, brother.
When you tell him a lie, he's there.
He's rocking with you.
When you search on the lamp, man, he's just there, man. Right? You go in the kitchen, he's there. You open the fridge, he's there.
Got
He's in
your
the
back.
fridge.
Get in your place.
You lift up the bed sheets, man.
He's right there if you're
He's there, man.
Hey, the minute you think about going on that sofa, he laying in the sofa.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's crucial. He's ready to take your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's ready to take your seat.
Because he
Watch
knows
out
we're
for
the
him.
best ones.
Watch out for him.
So wherever Jake is, Esau is there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's going to take your shit.
Esau's always trying to get involved.
All the
If
time.
we're partying here, we're trying to build something, Esau's is there.
Even like right now, we got the camp thing
Yeah.
going, and you got these devils, they looking around, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Esau's all watching, boy. Behind that tree lurking, man. Lurking in darkness. He's just there, man. You're right?
But that's the point, because that's what the people don't understand. They don't understand that how evil these people are.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. It's like, how many times have they seen the people that are ruling in this earth?
That's it.
Tell them lies and say they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and they do nothing but terror upon the earth. But yet, when they tell them to go and take the sea thing, now they're going to take it like it's just like that.
He's going to take his shit because they'll go to the lands over there.
Give me the toilet paper.
The toilet paper. But then the resources he's harvesting, he's charging your government for the carbon emissions. He's robbing you and making you pay for robbing you. How much of a devil do you have to be, man? You robbed me, now I'm in minus, and you're giving me interest because I'm in minus.
That's what it's devil operates.
You fucking devil, man. Like,
But Jake is
what?
waking up to it, though. Jake is starting to wake up to how this devil is operating. Because Jake is simple. Jake don't understand all that rubbish, man.
Complications come.
But Jake is waking up to it. Even that's why they're saying even to the point of no return. Right?
No, he's going to finish. He's got to finish.
A couple more.
Yeah, finish.
Yeah. If
Can
I
you
could,
read it again?
5 again. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it.
He will make you bear. He's gonna take it. He's gonna rinse the whole of your resources, man. And leave you naked, desolate,
Turn
and
around
begging, man.
and laugh at you on top of it.
Yeah. And then talk shit behind your back.
Yeah. Look at these niggas.
But now, there was a little clip of one French MP, Jake, and a politician, the government of France, and he was speaking something about developing France. And then all them Edomite politicians said, man, go back to Africa, man. So they're showing Jake their true colors, man. Why? Because Jake in the continent, they're not having it from France no more.
Yeah.
So now Esau in France, they're showing Jake their real colors now, man.
Yeah. So I saw that.
And you know
Right?
what, too, when you think about Africa, right? The thing of it is, right? Africa is really the backbone of the Western civilization.
Yeah, man.
So when you got, and you know what too, and this is why it was needed for, those brothers and sisters over there, to be the way that they are towards Esau, to kiss his ass. They needed Jake to do that because the thing of it is, the more Jake kisses Esau's ass, pretty much, that keeps Esau on top. That keeps the pockets rolling.
Exactly.
That keeps the economy going.
Good point.
Because the cradle of civilization is Jake. Without Africa, you have no European prosperity.
Israel is the former of
Israel is the form of
Now, that's not saying that Africa is the damn Jerusalem.
Nah, we
You got you got an idiot out there trying to say that Ghana. We ain't getting into that fucking idiot.
That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
Right? We know that the Middle East, the land that they call the land of Israel, that's our homeland.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why it's desolate because we're not there. We're not there, man. Because how can our homeland be flourishing if we're not there?
Yes.
The reason why it's not flourishing is because we're not there.
That's why they gotta get
Right.
the kabots and shit.
Right?
It's Galatians 4:26. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all."
That's what the scriptures say. Read it again.
It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all."
Jerusalem, man. Which is what over there in the Middle East, right? Eastward in Edom, right? That's our homeland. Okay? But wherever Jake traveled, that land flourished. That's why Africa is so flourishing, man.
Yeah, so I mean, like, the thing of it is, like when you look at Africa, right? I'm just speaking like as of right now, because the thing with Esau's all up in the cut. You got the French, you got the French in there. You got British that own a portion down there, and then you also got Italy, which is up in what is it, East Africa,
Yeah.
Ethiopia. So they're all in the cut trying to extract the resources.
Right.
So the thing of it is, they rely on Africa for a lot of stuff. You know, so if you got a bunch of Jakes in Africa waking up against this man, that's bad for the economy in the West. That's bad for business. All right, that means that this society is going to go belly up, and this is why these devils, they need to move quick with this new world order. They got to move quick because they're looking into the skies and seeing the angels purring in the heavens. They're seeing the people.
They know it's closing in on them.
Everything's closing in. No, that's cool. Everything's closing in on them, right? So the thing of it is, they gotta hurry up, and then go back to the army.
Yeah, just to back up what you're saying, the reason why people are becoming wise to Esau's schemes is because it's prophetic. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And that's another thing too. Knowledge is being increased out there because you got a lot of troops, man, that people don't even have access to. And because people have been affected by the VC joint, now people don't even trust their government. Now there's like this wondering, like why, like you know. So when that wondering of mine comes in, people start to do research and find different things, and they find out that the government that told them what to do is corrupt. So now there's no trust for the government. Go on, bro.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men.
And that's why you have that attitude. You have a seditious mentality towards the people. But what it is people are still kind of like comfortable. People are still comfortable. So, but you better believe it. When the time presents itself, when it's the right time for the people to react and respond, they're gonna do it, man. Hey, you got some people out there, and you even got old people that's contemplating against the powers that be. Old folks, old people, right? I'm talking about people that's in their 70s and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you got that situation, that means these elites, they got problems. Because what are the young people are thinking? That's more capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they need to hurry the fuck up. Instead of dragging their feet, because they've been dragging their feet for a long time. You know?
And it says, they shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Yeah, the people are not going to have no respect and honor of their powers anymore. And that's we already at that point. We're not getting to that point, we're already at that point. A lot of people are talking shit about their government. All around the world, you know, even the brothers in West Africa, they talking shit about their government, which is
Niger.
Yeah, Niger.
The people of Niger, they took their president and they don't put him in his palace, man. They stuck him in his palace, and the military leader of Niger has taken over. He's taken over. They just call it the coup d'etat.
Oh yeah, the coup d'etat. Yeah.
Right? And they're talking now, and even the people, all Africa, all Jake in Africa is waking up to their sellout leaders, man. That's what they call the Echo War. Echo War is that basically the sellout niggas for the West. That's what that is, man. Sellout niggas for the West. The Ghanaian president. They're disrespecting their president now, man. Tinubu of Nigeria.
People are talking shit, man.
Tinubu, man. Tinubu. Yeah.
I know.
Tinubu, man, the president of Nigeria, he's saying, yeah, he's afraid for his safety.
That's the prophecy, though. That's what I'm saying.
But why? Because everyone rising up. The people of Congo are burning down the French embassies, the United States embassies in South Africa. You got, what's his name, man? Julius. Forget his name of South Africa. Yeah, that guy, man. He's influential, man. And all them Edomites in South Africa, they're shook of him, boy. When they sing that song, the bar song, them Edomites get terrified, man.
You know what it is.
You know that? Because them Edomites down there, they done took over South Africa. They done took it over, man. And those people, the dark-skinned people down there, because there's a lot of Jake down there. You got Hamites mingled amongst them. But those are people down there. They want to take back that land, man. They want to take back that land. And Esau is getting shook of them. But like I said, going back to what you're saying about sedition among men, or uprising. That's Jake. Jake is rising up against Esau. They're getting tired of the oppression. They're getting tired of the manipulation. They're tired of you stealing the resources, you being in their land. Wherever Jake residing, Esau's got to be there. Taking the resources, setting up puppet leaders, all that. Jake is getting tired of shit, man. And if that flourish, then Jake is going to rise up all over the world.
And you know what's going to happen?
Be a world over thing.
And then the West collapses. Because now, these Jakes that don't want to be the cradles anymore, now what does the West have to rely on? Nothing.
Yeah, because France relies on Niger.
Yeah.
France relies on the resources. That's why you're hearing of blackouts. In France, man, you're hearing of blackouts, man. Why? Because the uranium is fueling the power plants that generating the electricity in France, man. So they need the uranium and stuff. And Jake down there in Niger, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
They're saying, listen, we're not giving you no more of that, man. They don't blew up the pipeline because with the pipeline that's from Germany to Russia, they're trying to say that obviously the United States done blew that up, man.
Yeah.
So the only pipeline they got left for the gas pipeline is from Nigeria, through Algeria to Europe, man. And the people in Niger, they don't blew that up, man. So if that's been blown up, what heat or electricity is Europe gonna get? It's done over for them, man. And winter's coming, winter's just round the corner. Where were we in August now? September. Winter's just round the down corner, just a step away, man. So when winter comes, there's no heat, there's no gas, there's no nothing.
But that's what I was saying.
Esau's gonna have when they say Esau's got no more time, man, he's gonna have to unleash himself, man.
Desperation.
He's gonna have to show how
Desperation.
there you go. Desperate people do desperate things, man.
Yeah.
And Esau's gonna have to lash out, man. Because at the end of the day, he ain't got shit all left. Because Jake waking up. And Jake's unwilling to coincide with the West anymore. All the nations are unwilling to coincide with the West anymore.
And that's probably
They're going to join BRICS. They're joining BRICS. Everyone's joining BRICS now. Saudi Arabia, everybody joining, even the smaller part. That's what it says, let the weak say I'm strong. It's in Joel, man.
No, because you in this
Revelation 12 and 12.
Yeah, but that's
Come down with great wealth. That's
Right.
all this is culminating. Because people are talking, I'm not saying that elders here, but people are talking like this is the uprising and that. All this is doing is pushing Esau closer to what he wants to do for that control.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have
In
to.
Revelation 12 and 12, they're gonna start doing. They're gonna start losing their control over the dollars, right? Because all these countries joining the BRICS now, they're gonna be able to produce the oil themselves to a degree. Like nearly half that's going out in the world. So that's cutting out that petrodollar, right? But Esau wants that anyway.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that. I don't mean to cut you. Nah, because I wanted to say that too. Like all of these countries getting together and formulating the BRICS, they're doing that to destroy the American dollar because they need the American dollar to be crippled. They need it for the CBDC basically because they know that the dollar is the world reserve currency. So if the world reserve currency is weakened, then now the powers that are have to be forced to use a different system altogether. So that's what's going on right now.
Back to what you said, it's prophecy.
It's all prophecy.
That's what you said earlier.
Huh?
All prophecy.
So because
they're going on.
Because if you see, they're using actual resources, right? Now the American dollar is not backed by nothing. Okay, that's just toilet paper, man. That's just tattoo toilet paper. It's just tattoo paper, right? So now all the nations is waking up to Esau's deception on the West. So they're saying, listen, let's push towards something else. Because Esau over on the West, they're tyrannical. They're unjust. They're wicked. They're immoral. Putin done exposed it at his conference. LGBTs and GMOs and all kind of nonsense. And the West is, the East is waking up. All the nations, man, right, is just waking up, right? Even Mexico and Cuba, that's Jake as well. So they're all moving towards the BRICS coalition. Russia's spearheading that. Russia is spearheading it. This is why Putin is so celebrated amongst Jake in Africa, in the continent, man. So celebrated, the waving the flags and everything, man. So all the weaker powers, right, are coming up together. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Prepare war. Right? Kim Jong-un, the president of North Korea, they're supplying Jake in West Africa with missiles, man. Now all of a sudden, the North Korean president, they're best friends with Guinea-Bissau, right? All of them, man. Mali supplying them with the missiles, Russia too, supplying them with missiles, right? Nuclear explosives, all kind of stuff. So it says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
That's the prophecy.
Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. So, Jake down there in West Africa, they're all weaker now. But now what? Now they're preparing for war now, man.
And too,
they're being supplied.
That goes into Ezekiel, 38, where it says that they would be a guard to them. Because remember back in, 20, I think it was 2014. That's really when the Ukrainian war originally started. Yeah. But they make out that it started like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, right? 20 years, right? But they made out that it started around, 21. But it was already going from that point. But what Russia's doing is Russia's basically gathering their allies together, and as well as they've been doing since 2014 as well, the S-400 weaponry and all of that. So it's all coming together, and that's why the West Africans, they're like, man, fuck the West, because they got another power that's supplying them now. So that's why that's the case. They're telling the West to get the step. We don't need y'all anymore. Fuck y'all.
Right. Russia is but that's in prophecy. The Most High is using the Medes, and the get that. That's in I believe Isaiah 13. It says,
the
Medes. Isaiah 13. So look, I don't know the exact verses.
Verse 17.
Huh?
Isaiah 13.
Isaiah 13 and verse 17. So look,
read this right, and I want to just run this up. Right. That's
Isaiah 13 and 17 says, Behold,
It'll be a quick one.
I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Stop reading against nothing.
Their bows also, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, so they don't care about no damn ransom or being paid off. Because America is all about that, paying people off. Setting up puppet leaders.